So in the 3-4 classroom this summer, we've been doing just a sort of open-ended exploration of light and shadows. And so that's taken several forms. I guess the children have had a couple of different shadow boxes and shadow screens that they've been able to use.
Shadows look like like the fireworks tears. They only come out when it's light.
Yeah, I've been interested in the idea of making a sundial, which we didn't do this summer, but that's sort of where the idea kind of came from. We traced some shadows outdoors and then noticed that as time went by, those shadows moved away from where we had originally traced them, and so there were some interesting theories about why that would have happened. Somebody said that the wind blew the shadow away. Another example of how teacher Natalie, our yoga teacher, was doing shadow yoga in the gym with a really cool projector, and the children were experimenting with how to make their shadows bigger or smaller by standing at different places near the light. And we started to get a little bit more towards like shadow theater, shadow puppetry. I think that as the school year begins, we'll come back to this kind of play. And we also, another outdoor shadow play that we did was these things called sun prints, which were really quite beautiful. You take this photosensitive paper and you put some objects on top of it that will block the light and create shadows right on the paper. Then you watch and magically the paper turns color, it turns from blue to white.
I'm trying to find some chess pieces that have cool shapes because I want to make a chess piece shadow picture. But Anton decided he wanted to get grass and use some natural items. What are you going to make shadows with on your sun print, Maya?
Let's go find out.
Gabby, you want to show what you've got there to make shadows with? What is that?
Bark.
Is that tree bark?
Yes.
Here's your paper, Gabby. Put your shadow on there. The shadow of your head is covering your paper, so you need to move your body away. Or move the paper away. Good.
Hey, you're blocking mine.
Sorry. Look, Gabby's shadows are still there. How do you make a sun print?
You put on there for a while and when it turns white, it's blue again. Yeah, it's just a blue.
Then they turn deep blue again, and the shadows are sort of captured there on the page. That's been really, really neat. It's been a really fun summer of just playing with light and how to block light and make shadows.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, the Treehouse project started because one of our students has been talking about building tree houses at their home. And so we thought we would see where it would go in our classroom. So then we set out some blocks and, little people and little loose parts and just said, can we make tree houses out of these with the blocks? And they were amazing. They were all very detailed and super cool. So then we had a treehouse project, and then we thought, how can we do this? Are we going to make a tree house at the youth school? So the kids started making plans for tree houses and started drawing some things that they would like the treehouse to look like. And we did a lot of that, a lot of drawing. And then we looked out at the youth school play yard and found a spot where we could fit a treehouse.
But I don't know how to build one.
Oh, well, Enrique, tell him how you started.
I started to look. Here's the floor. Then I added this ring, and this ring, and this ring. And then I added sheet floor. Wait, I'm going to make something else.
I like how you started.
Thanks.
So we just have been working on that for a few weeks, and then in order to prepare for that, we needed to know how to use some tools. So now we introduced some tools.
I'm okay.
We talked about all the tools that you might need, and we made a list of tools and supplies. And then we started gathering those, and we started just talking about tool safety and how to use the tools, because we're hoping that once this actually happens, that the kids will help us build it. We did some sawing, we did some hammering, then we attached things together with nails and hammering. Some sanding blocks, measuring, leveling. We used a drill, and then we did some wood sculptures using some of these materials.